Hello and a warm welcome to the Jeonbuk World Cup Stadium here in Jeonbuk for this all K1 League affair, quarter-final of the AFC Champions League. And I'm your host, Andrew Self. Jeonbuk have won this title twice in 2006 and 2016, but they scraped through on penalties against the Thai side, Pantham United, in the last round. But today they face an old adversary in Ulsan. Jeonbuk have won their last 7 on the bounce, but only sit in second place in the league. 1 point off the top spot, currently held by today's opponents, Ulsan. They've won 4 out of their last 5. Weather is a steamy sort of 9 degrees. It's falling very quickly, and there's a little bit of a bite in the air, to say the least. And if you think these two are closely matched on their positions in the current K-League table, well, Ulsan have also won the AFC Champions League title twice, in 2012 and 2020. Comparisons keep coming as Ulsan need penalties to get past Kawasaki Frontal in the last round too. So that's another one that just makes it all so very, very interesting. But for the records, well, this is the 50th meetings between the two sides, and Jeonbuk have won 24 times to their opponents, Ulsan, who have just recorded 8 wins with 17 draws. And the last time these two met head-to-head was back here in September, when it ended goalless. Jeonbuk lineup as Kim Sang-sik makes a few changes, to say the least. He's made 4 changes from the side that last played. They are looking to line up with Song Tung-gun in goal. Right back is Choi Chul-sun, and the left back of Kim Jin-soo. The centre halves will be Hong Chung-ho and Kim Min-yun. Then they'll have a holding midfielder in Hek Sung-ho, with just flanked, just a little bit of a diamond in fairness with them. Lee Seung-gi on the right-hand side and Kim Bo-young on the left-hand side. Then just in front of those to make the diamond, Han Kyu-wan and Kunimoto will support Gustavo at the top of the park. Ulsan, they've made 3 changes to their last lineup. In goal for them is Jo Young-woo, and their left back is Sul Young-woo. David Bultwis and Kim Ki-hee are your centre halves, with Kim Tae-hwan playing at right back. 2 holding midfielders in Won-tu Chae and Pak Jung-woo, and they will be flanked on the outside by Yoon Il-luk and Yin Pi-karan. Then it's Kai Zaishvili up front alongside Woo Sun-hoon. They are the sides today. You know, pretty cagey game we feel this one's going to be today. These two don't have a lot separating the pair of them as they go through the years. Just looking back through their records, Ulsan were the last victorious side, winning 4-2 back on the 19th of May in K-League. But since then it's really been a plethora of draws, and Jeonbuk taking the wins, and you have to go back to 2019 for the last time Ulsan had won previous to that. So you really do have two sides that know each other very, very well. The 2 coaches today, Kim Sang-sik and well, I've got to say the coach Hong Jung-po is basically, I anticipate both sides being a little bit strategic. They'll know each other's strengths and weaknesses very, very well. These two just sit astride the top of the table in the K1. Ulsan Hyundai there with 18 wins, 10 draws and 4 defeats. Just gives them an extra point over Jeonbuk, who are 18 wins, 9 draws and 5 defeats. And they're well clear, a good 14 points clear of Daegu, who are in 3rd position. The 2 sides going through their preliminaries, they'll look across and they'll know exactly what they've got to do. Ulsan possibly have a little bit more seniority in their ranks. Are they a side that are maybe just faring a little bit in age? Well, we'll wait to see that for sure. But as I say, this could go all the way. Ulsan have what it takes to get the job done away from home as well, and that is the biggest one. Ulsan winning 4 of their last 5. Jeonbuk are really flying, 7 on the bounce. A moment where they glance at their opposition numbers and make their way out with a referee today, Mohammed Abdullah Hassan. in the ball, assisted by Mohamed Ahmed Al-Hamadi and Hassan Mohamed Al-Mahri. Fourth official today is Ahmad Abu Bakar, and VAR, or as I call him, monitor man, Amma Ali Al-Junabi is the man on that. Still a little bit of COVID protocols going on here, not the biggest of crowds. I'm sure this would have been sold out 2 or 3 times over. Two sides there. Ulsan in their change kit of all white today. Home side of Jeonbuk. They know each other inside out, back to front and upside down. Anticipate them going hell for leather from the first moment. I do actually feel there is every chance that this may just go the full 120 minutes. And that is a COVID protocol team lineup. It doesn't really matter too much about the necessities of, or the niceties. This is all about getting themselves through. The two captains going through the preliminaries. I'm just anticipating the Battle of Korea here in a football match. As I say, a little bit of a bite in the air. Kaisashvili there wearing the number 8. The lady, the Georgian. Hyundai. He's your captain today. Some age in there as well. Jeonbuk, Milichenko, a name to pick off the bench. And of course, Kim Jin-hun, maybe not the most prolific scorer, and now missing a man with a lot of goals in his name, Lee Dun-chun. 28 games this year, 11 goals and 3 assists. Not even involved today, which is a bit of a blow for them. Although Kaisashvili has 8 goals to his name. Needless to tell you, it is going to be Ulsan's kickoff, wearing the all-white. Nerves grab everybody. If you've ever played the game of football, if you've ever played any sport, if you're nerveless, then you know you've got a problem. You need to be right on your toes. You need to have those, you haven't got to be completely nervous, but you've got to have enough nerves and butterflies in the stomach to make sure that you are ready to give everything and expend every bit of energy inside your body. And we're off in what should really be a classic between these two. Kim Ki-hee just holds on to it. Taiwan. First little moments of the game, very much, if I can use an analogy, like a boxing match. It really is going to be a little bit of bobbing and weaving, jabbing, and making sure that you keep yourselves covered up from any big or ghastly errors. Stepping in well there, Ulsan. For the run through the centre of Gustavo. Chance on the far side to hook it back in, but can't keep it in play on the far side. Kunimoto, the man that made the break himself with 3 goals this season. Got some striking power. Sun puts it forward. He's going to get a second chance to turn this forward again. Gustavo comes short. Well to hold it off there. Gustavo's done really well, in fairness. In the end, he's just ushered off the ball. A little bit of a hip check there from one to Che. The Brazilian from Corinthians. Unceremoniously just manoeuvred to the turf, we'll say, because it is early on in the game. It's a big chance here. And Jeonbuk in goal there. He'll try and organise the defence in front of him. They've strung across the edge of the 18-yard box for him. Hek Sung-ho there. I don't think he's going to take this. I think he's going to leave it to Kim Bo-young. It is Hek Sung-ho. The first real chance there, and it's not a bad header, in fairness. A presentable opportunity inside 3 minutes. Always going to be difficult, though. Chung-ho. His ball twist leads the ball forward. Jeonbuk at the moment just making us look in our seats away to our right-hand side. It's a little more than Ulsan, but it is very, very early in the game here. Jeonbuk. Pretty much contested. Kunimoto. The overlap coming from Kim Jin-soo. Into the corner, chasing it down. Kim Bo-young can't get that. Ball twist. Jeonbuk. Gustavo trying to shut down, gets there, eventually lifted forward. I'll get onto that there. Kazashvili didn't quite get onto it, and it's nicely turned forward again on his near side. Ulsan. That's a little bit loose. Just about knocking the ball around well. Hek Sung-ho. Kunimoto running into a little bit of an alleyway there. Has his pocket picked on the far side. Coming away this time. Jeonbuk. Very quiet on the bench. Not a lot he can do from there. Look, trying to make some space on that far side. Taiwan. Snapping challenges already. Misjudgment there, but good covering there by Hung Chung-ho. Full twist with a powerful header away. Seems to be a few nerves out there, as there would be. It's a quarter-final. And it's two sides that, as I say, just know each other oh so well here in the K-League. Kim Tae-hwan. Looking long again, but it's nowhere near Woo Sun-hoon. Kazashvili there, just busy in the middle of the park. Seung-woo. Good pressing here from Jeonbuk. Ball twist has to go all the way back to Jeonbuk. What a lovely ball that is too. That really is a great ball. Kim Tae-won on the overlap here, locks it in. Decent chance here for the first chance of the game. Can he finish? What a block that is. Really quality bit of work there. Yimpi Karan just literally sold his man, but can sell them both. Lovely setup there. Kim Tae-won headed away by Choi Chul-soon. Lovely bit of work there by Yimpi Karan. Just ricochets away. Got a shirt pull in there. And as you can see, not too happy there. Woo Se-hun. Wearing the gloves, but he's got short sleeves on. That's a question for you. Whatever happened to long sleeve shirts? Ulsan just starting to have a little spell. But at the moment there is a lot of nerves between the passing. We saw that one there. Hek Sung-ho around the corner, easily cut up. Seung-woo. Shvili there can't quite hang on to the ball. A lot of hard work going on there. Kim Bo-young just snapping into a challenge and not giving anybody any space whatsoever. Rather too easy there. Look just into the back of Kim Chin-soo. Really want to make it look that easy, but it was. Hang Chung-ho. Started to come short there, but it's found its man, which is pretty enjoyably done and brought down rather expertly in the inside by the Han Kyu-wan. I do wonder if it's which side cracks first here with a mistake. Chul-soon. And Kyu-wan brings it down on his chest, but just impedes Seung-woo as he tries to get onto it. Fail a little bit there, though, don't you, for Han Kyu-wan, because they're coming in at his chest and dropping the ball on the sixpence or on the spot from your chest. It's not always easy when they're coming from that sort of distance. Maybe ball twist, left-footed Dutch centre half. 31 years of age, no real chance there on the far side. Look managed to turn the ball goalwards, but Kim Chin-soo's there to get it away. Every second that passes here just makes it even more precious in the game. Look. Kaizashvili tries to twist and turn. The end is a nice little toe coming in there by Lee Seung-ji. Seung-woo is going to go back to Jo Jun-woo. Well, the first 10 minutes of not really done too much. The flag goes up there. It's fairly obvious there. Woo Se-hun. Makes it very easy for the official on the far side to wave his flag and flutter it in the breeze inside the stadium. It becomes an 80-minute match now. These two, as I say, pains me to say it, play in the same league, occupy the top two spots in the league. Who blinks first between these two? And a tug on the shirt there. Hek Sung-ho getting the decision. And Hung Chun-ho comes forward just to put the ball down on his near side. Thank you, Wan. He's got away with that. Yeah, you can see the dismay on Chae Sul-chun-soon's face there. No, it was the right ball, but just unfortunately gave it a little bit too much. Kim Sang-sik, a little bit more animated than his counterpart from earlier on. Smartly dressed, smartly attired on the side there. Jeonbuk. One with the header, Gustavo can't get it down. Kazashvili just does really well there to hold off his man, Seung-woo. Expansive, but it's going to make its target there. Kim Tae-won. Kunimoto just thwarts him somewhat. And Kim Ki-hee goes all the way back, and it's Ulsan that maybe just keeping a little bit more on the football and keeping it in place. Kazashvili with a turn. Chance on the far side. The break is being made by Kim Tae-won. He gets it. It in. Big header away this time by Hung Chun-ho. Just fancied that could have gone back outside again for the overlapping fullback for that cross. Different angle. Yoon Il-look now. Kim Tae-won. Yoon Il-look. Kazashvili. Park Young-woo. Ulsan just holding the ball in their opponent's half, as you can see, and just trying to exert a bit of pressure. Kazashvili done really well, wriggling really well. What a goal by Kazashvili! What a goal indeed. He was allowed to wriggle into the penalty area. Ulsan take the lead. Kazashvili, well, he must have thought to himself, I can't quite believe they're allowing me to wander into the penalty area. Couple of drop shoulders, and Kazashvili rattles it past Song Tung-gung. And that really was a thumping goal. Allowed to go in, and it sat up perfectly for him just to drill into the back of the net. They dropped off and got him to the edge of the box. Don't let him in the box is what your coach says. And then as he pulls it back inside, just this touch here, it bounces up beautifully as you go past Kim Min-yoon, and then he absolutely leathers it left foot into the back of the net. For Valeri Kazashvili, the goal on 13, and that is now opening up the game. It's gone to the away side. That means that the home side have got to come out and look for that equaliser. Excellent defensive header there by Kim Ki-hee. Kunimoto was a man that was trying to run in beyond. Just what the game needed for the neutral. Certainly not if you're a Jeonbuk fan. A little bit of a clash on the far side. You look, the 29-year-old's gone down. Smells for Montpellier in France. And Yokohama in the J-League, but he's gone down holding the inside of his right knee. But that man in your picture, Valeri Kazashvili, what a stroke of genius in a way. Allowed to get to the edge of the box, which isn't great, then tiptoes in. The drag pack there just bounced up. Kim Min-yoon was the man that saw it bounce up, and he has absolutely smited that ball in. That's great play. This is the one that sets the ball up, bounces up, and, well, he's given it everything he's got in his left peg. And what a goal that is, too. The Ulsan coach there, Hung Young-po, very, very happy to see his side go in front. John took the side now, though, with the work to do. Still very, very early days. 2/3 left to the first period. Chae Chul-sun Kim Ki-wan. Space now. What will the home side fashion now? Jeonbuk. Cross is going to be whipped in. Never really got above the first person. That was very, very difficult there. Ultimately, for Kim Shin-soo to get his head anywhere near wrapping it around. Would have had to have a neck like an owl there with a 360-degree rotation to get it anywhere goalwards. Well, someone here back in May by 4-2. And they lead by a 1-0. What a great goal it was. I'm pretty sure that Kim Sang-sik won't be too happy with the fact that the Georgian Valeri Kaizaishvili was allowed to wander into the penalty area, but what a finish. Loose touch there, and again it's going the other way. Han Kyu-wan, full twist goes to meet him. Just a little bit misplaced there. Lee Sun-ji just tried to pop the ball through, in behind. And now Ulsan flood forward. Park Jong-woo. Far side. Yoon-il-look across the face. Oh, that was dangerous. That's a very good hand away there by Song Tong-gung. Gustavo with a quick fit. The Brazilian's on his way. Out to his right, Han Kyu-wan. Hasn't got a lot to aim for inside the penalty area, though. Lee Sun-ji. Again, you can see the discipline of Ulsan. As they go around in front of you, Jeonbuk, then you know that Ulsan will be back in their shape. Bang Chung-ho, Choi Chul-sun, and Kyu-wan loses out in the end. Choi Chul-sun, no, not giving it up. We've had a bit of a fight there, and it's going to be a throw here to Ulsan. Great break just again. Yoon-il-look gets the ball into a really dangerous position. A superb work by Song Tong-gung before Woo Se-hun came in. Woo Se-hun gets a toe on it. He's got it back again. Referee's got to blow that up because he's playing for the other side there. If you're an Ulsan player, Mohamed Abdullah Hassan. As well, I would be just saying to him, ref, your first touch wasn't good enough. You've got to keep it a lot tighter. See this, what's there? Although in fairness, I suppose he did take it to the side of the big centre forward, Woo Se-hun. Kim Ki-hee and Davy Bull-twist. Trying to see if I'll Park Jong-woo. That's the back. There's your goal scorer, Kaizaishvili. Lovely bit of work here. Overlap here, Sul Jung-woo. Lovely ball that was, well picked out. Kim Taiwan. Gonna get it back as well. Oh, what a chance that was. Another presentable chance for Ulsan. And Jeonbuk won't really want to see that one again. Yoon-il-look, I do apologise. I've given Jeonbuk a bit of a hard time, but it's Yoon-il-look that's completely missed the ball. Well, Jeonbuk, I've got to find a little bit at the moment. Just seem to be a little nervous on the football. Good bit of work now, going forward. Kim Bo-hyung. Motok getting involved. Choi Chul-sun, time and space. He'll go long here, looking for Gustavo. Being in the air there, easy by Kim Ki-hee. Possession just being given away, allowed Jeonbuk to come back the other way. Ulsan. Kim Bo-young. And Q1. Full twist. Lovely left foot. Pulls it away and out of play. And Q1 tries to play it in. Good bit of defensive work and then very excellent play there by Sul Young-woo, who just plays it against Han Ki-wan. And that'll dissipate a little bit of pressure that Jeonbuk were trying to put on the Ulsan rear guard. So giving up possession again, rather too easily. Kim Min-young goes all the way back to Song Tung-gun. Another misplaced, far too easy there for Kim Tae-won. Again, it's Ulsan that drive the other way. Park Young-woo. Chai there. Coming in today alongside Park Jung-woo. Desire there carried the Ulsan player through that. Look was the man that tried to block and run through. At the moment, Ulsan I should say, a goal to the good and looking fairly comfortable. That's hung up there for the big man up front. Great take by the keeper Song Tung-gun. But he is quite a tall man, Woo Se-hoon. But only one goal this season from 16 appearances. Just the one assist as well. Jeonbuk trying to build. Hong Chun-ho. Q1 coming off, but it's being fed backwards here to Lee Seung-ji. Again, they're being forced back. Ulsan very happy for Jeonbuk to play it in and around and in front of them. Ho will be suspended from the next K-League match, believe it or not, but not for the Champions League. Lovely play there by Kaizashvili. And now Kim Min-young has to work with Yoon Il-lok. Jung-woo knocking it around well, aren't they, Ulsan? The comfort of a goal changes things, the nerves dissipate somewhat. It was a very nervy opening between these two sides. Park Jung-woo. Nicely brought down by Kim Tae-won. 1-2 Chai. The little quarterback there, Kaizashvili, gets onto the football. Dispossessed though, this time. But again, the possession goes, the home fans drone a bit. Yoon Il-lok. Oh, it's caught late there. Had an option outside of him. Kim Shin-soo is the man that's just left a little bit on his counterpart there. Yoon Il-lok going down. Wanted to play the ball out to his right-hand side. Danger emanates from this free kick. Song Tung-gun, the man in your picture, wants that wall exactly where he wants it. Wants to feel safe that a certain portion of his goal is covered. Yoon Pikaran stands over the ball. Target in the air could be Woo Se-hoon. It's right across the face of goal and fairly harmlessly placed across there and easily dealt with by Jeonbuk. Disappointing delivery there. at around 25 appearances this year. Just the 3 goals, but he has had 4 assists and was looking for another one there, but the attack wasn't really on the same wavelength as the delivery. And if I'm honest with you, as a set-piece taker in my day, I don't think the delivery was quite right. Kim Jin-soo. Jeonbuk just look a little bit nervy still. They're now trailing to their great rivals, and you just fancy that they've still got a few nerves jingling inside their passing, because it's not quite as crisp as possibly should be. Maybe the prize is so great for these sides, both pairs of winners of the AFC Champions League. Kaizashvili, the man with a goal that separates the two, and what a nice goal it was. Easily away from his man again, trying to pick a pass. Well read this time by Hong Chung-ho. Carries on his run out here on this near side. The centre half's going to be put under pressure, and that's terrific chasing back there by Woo Se-hun. And now the drive goes the other way with Ulsan. On to Chai. It's dispossessed in the middle of the park. As you can see, Kim Bo-young is the man that does it. Feverishly working. He'll get it back again. Jin-soo. Again, it's just, you don't want to rush it, you don't want to get sides to turn into long ball merchants, but you just feel they've got to go. Kunimoto turns it on to Gustavo, but you just think they've got to go forward a little bit with a bit more tempo. Kaizashvili tries to win it back, but in the end it's a decent bit of work. Again, Kaizashvili has made himself big. Kim Jin-soo to deliver. It's allowed to bounce. Shot comes in, this time by Han Kyu-wan, and Ulsan for the first time just clear the ball without too much accuracy. Kim Min-yoon. It's very busy in your picture there. Lee Sun-ji. Busy in the right direction, though. That's what his coach will be saying, Kim Sang-sik. As you can see, the tracking, the shutting down from Ulsan just means that the next pass is a little bit ragged from Jeonbuk, and then it's easier for Kim Ki-hee to play it out to Kim Tae-won. Every second it just edges away in this game. Is of great importance. If you are the side in green, then Jeonbuk will just get a little edgier and nervier all the time. In the middle of the park there. He's done very, very well to come away with the football. That's good pressure. Woo, not impressive there, as Lee Sun-ji just makes it hard for him. To Chai. Overlap again on the far side. Kim Tae-won is the man that's got space. Yunil Look picks him out nicely. Work in the middle of the park. Held up well, although forced away. How priceless could this goal from Kaizashvili turn out to be, but they've given it away in a dangerous area here. Lee Sun-ji forward on this near side to Kim Bo-young. It's a shot in. Had to go through a crowd of players. Excellent defending there. Sul Young-woo. They'll be looking for Han Kyu-wan. He's got 8 goals. Top goal scorer Gustavo with 12 goals. They do have on the bench Ilyachenko, who's got 12 goals as well. That's not a bad ball. Real chance here. Kunimoto. Pulled the trigger, but got under it. To use a golfing analogy there, Kunimoto got the rod club at the back. Pitching wedge there, needed to drive it. Game plans, what they've worked on all week now. What they've worked on in training. Are they being executed right? You feel that maybe, if you're honest with you, Ulsan's game plan is being carried out to perfection. They've got the goal they wanted. 13 minutes, they've silenced the home crowd. Their nerves, you feel, have dissipated, and they can now find each other's boots with their passes quite easy, whereas Jeonbuk are just finding it a little difficult. Nice bit of work down here. Sul Young-woo, can he deliver? Yuan done well to force him backwards. Chai Sunji coming in from Kunimoto, but it's easy for Kim Ki-hee just to leather it a long way away. Woo Se-hun, very, very tall gentleman at the top of the park. Sunji evolved yet again, but now Han Kyu-wan, Gustavo. Full twist there with a solid challenge. The scales with the weights on, just slightly in the favour of Ulsan here with this goal advantage. Kunimoto, the great first touch, but it allowed Kim Chin-soo just to pick it up. Kunimoto again. He's not on the same wavelength there with his left back. Wanted him to go on the overlap, but he checked it. Not the greatest bit of play there by Kim Tae-won, who didn't really get the ball down well. That's nicely played by Yoon Il-luk, and he's got another chance to break in again. Yoon Il-luk, no, can he find the right ball in? Behind everybody, chance here on the edge of the box. Yoon Il-luk's delivery wasn't the best there. Possibly had a better few options, in fairness, with that cross, and dragged it behind everybody. Park Hyung-woo really didn't fancy it where it was. 1-2 Chai. Sunji there trying to close down, but a little bit of dismay there from the forward there. Yoon Il-luk got forward with that cross. He gets it again now, back. Kim Tae-hwan. Kaizashvili. Excellent work by Kaizashvili. And you can see in that man's face there, he really is not happy with the fact that he's just allowed to wander in again. Tracked all the way back by Chai Chul-sun. There's too much movement from the little Georgian. Corner to Ulsan here on 35. MP Karan will be the man. Not happy, is he? He's not a happy man there, Mohammed Abdullah Hassan. Not happy at all. Kim Ki-hee being spoken to. With Kim Min-yoon as well. Well, the love train, as they call it. In Pikaran with delivery now. Wasn't a bad delivery, just needed a bit more of a flick on at the front post, but Tae-hwan finds his route forward. That's excellent play. It's a bit dangerous to do that in that position. And as it is, Ulsan have given away possession, but it could have been a lot worse if Kim Tae-won was caught later on with the ball. Lee Sun-ji. Really well. Flag should go up for Han Kyu-wan, but it hasn't at the moment. Yeah, I'm with you there, sir. Park Jung-woo looking across and saying, how's that not offside? The commentator fell for it. The assistant on the near side, and I couldn't tell you, having a little look, it's that gentleman there, Hassan Mohammed Al-Mahri. Getting a little bit of aberration there from the number 6 for Ulsan. And that's what I mean. I think that's fairly easy to see there. Kim Shin-soo wants to get forward, wants to get onto it, slightly takes his eye off the ball there as it's played into his feet. He's tight on the touchline. He wants to go down the line, sweep forward and try and get forward for his side. Takes his eye off the ball, goes out for a throw. And that's where I say about the nerves sitting inside some of the Jeonbuk players. And while they trail by a goal to nil, they won't really dissipate because they know they've got to get back into the game. Kim Min-young. It's a little bit of a chance, but finds Hung Chung-ho. Thank you, Hung Chung-ho. Sunji Kunimoto. It's interesting to see for Jeonbuk that Kunimoto is getting a little bit deep now to try and affect the game. Sung Ho playing in between his two centre halves at the moment as well, so it shows you that their delivery isn't good, and they've given possession again away in an awful position. Real chance now on the far side. Yoon Il-look goes in again, being chased there by Kim Min-jun. Yoon Il-look just over, and that came from Jeonbuk really not happy with the ball. They had a spell of possession, just gave it away, and it was stolen very easily. And it's an excellent bit of work there by the tall number 19 Woo Se-hun. Yoon Il-look in the end just over the bar. In fairness, right underneath it was Song Thung-gun. But it's been a rather nervy opening 38 minutes from Jeonbuk, whereas Ulsan, they could have too been quite nervy, but that wonderful strike on 13 minutes by Valeri Kezashvili really has settled them down. Yoon Il-look just deposits it in. It's a dangerous one, but it's going to be Kim Bo-young to get it away. That's a nice ball out. Kunimoto. Good reading of the ball there by the left back, Sul Young-woo, but they're coming again. Through the centre, real chance! What a goal! What a goal! The goal comes so easily in the end. A ball through the centre, really dispatched, and the home fans are now up. They are up in arms. It's a great finish. Ulsan this time not clearing their lines. And what an unerring finish that is. A great ball through the centre, edge of the box. Look at that for a finish. Thank you very, very much there. Hang Kyu-wan getting his 9th goal of the season. And it's a great finish, in fairness. Well, Jeonbuk, for me, hadn't really been in the contest. But that just goes to show that a wonderful English manager from yesteryear will tell you it only takes a second to score a goal. And Hang Kyu-wan is the man that gets it on 39 minutes. Fine, fine strike. Keeper Jo Young-woo, absolutely no chance. Now we have an interesting 5 minutes before the break. Ulsan had territorially and maybe management-wise been the side in the ascendancy for most of the first period. And they've created a few chances, maybe been wasteful trying to get the ball in the box. After Valeri Kezashvili's goal. And then the first real strike on target by Jeonbuk is put away by Hang Kyu-wan. Oh, what a good goal it was too. Gustavo caught late in the middle of the park. You heard the squeals from up here in the stands. Park Jung-woo goes down. Well, again, it's the Brazilian. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but he shouldn't be going down waving a card, that's for sure. It's now Ulsan's time to maybe just look at the clock and think to themselves, we need to get to the break now. We need to collect our thoughts. We need to have our beliefs re-evaluated again. There's the man that scored, Han Kyu-wan. He's not going to get away from Sul Young-woo. Strong challenge there. Excellent play. Philly expects something but gets nothing. Kim Min-yoon, and on the far side to Kim Jin-soo. Kunimoto tries to turn it on for Gustavo, but it's a little bit lackluster, and in the end Kunimoto and his efforts to try and get the ball back, as you can see, has given away a free kick. Kim Tae-hwan. Well, that will have set Ulsan back on their heels a touch. Kunimoto with a chance to put it in. It's inside there for the run, but Kim Bo-young couldn't find it. A challenge there by Gustavo, certainly not a forwards challenge, and it's Jeonbuk that are coming on stronger at the end of this game. Flicked header there by Han Kyu-wan, never really got enough on it, slightly had to go back on himself to angle his head around it. Well, it's been lively, it's been nervy, it's been tetchy. It's been great fun to watch here. That's well played in the end, because Hong Chung-ho had to get enough on it. The man in your picture there, Woo Se-hun, is actually quite a unit to deal with. Choi-chul-sun. Gustavo, ball twist with the header away. Right, that's the beauty of football. Ulsan comfortably managing the game. Jeonbuk not looking into it, and all of a sudden it's a different game of football altogether. Jeonbuk now have lost their nerves a bit. Philly crossfield ball, Yoon Il-look. Well, he's gone down rather easy there. He was given a helping hand, it has to be said, by Kim Jin-soo, but referee today, Mohammed Abdullah Hassan, nothing to judge what was a foul and what was a thrust of the own body weight to the floor. Jo Yeon-woo plays it out nicely. Kim Ki-hee has to go back to his keeper, as you can see. That's not a great touch either. But it's Ulsan that seem to be picking up the second balls now. Lee Sun-ji, Gustavo, Lee Sun-ji will play it out far side, Kunimoto. Lee Sun-ji back out now to Kim Jin-soo. Kim Jin-soo to deliver. Good tracking back by Park Jung-woo there to clear it, but again it's not the best. It's a very, very loose touch in the middle of the park, and P. Karan won't want to look at the bench now, because the referee, his coach, will be berating him for giving away cheap possession. 2 minutes minimum to be added on. Ulsan, from their perspective, they'll want the break, they'll want to go back to what they were doing well in the first 30 minutes of this game. Jung-woo, Philly, danger. Lovely reverse ball, really well played. Chance for a shot, great save, comes out near side. Can he get it back? Oh, it's got in! It's gone in, oh my word, Jeonbuk gets a second for Ulsan. I would say it was quality football, but I don't think it was. The cross in from Jeonbuk is completely missed, but then falls at the feet of Jeonbuk, who puts it into the back of the net in time added on. Again, the forward pass there from Kazajishvili. Good shot on the spin there by Jeonbuk. Couldn't sort his feet out, really, could he? The big number 19. Dragged back to him. Well, it's awful. If that's a pass, that's an assist. But in fairness to Woo Se-hoon, he's laid it off, and Jeonbuk has popped it in the back of the net. I am actually going to give Woo Se-hoon an assist there. Ulsan lead by 2-1. I'm really smiling here because it was the most misplaced pass I've ever seen, but if he didn't do it, Jeonbuk didn't put it in the back of the net. And just as Jeonbuk had dragged themselves back in, it started to look to be the side that were going into the break the happiest. A goal in stoppage time sees Ulsan regain their lead. The referee, Mohammed Abdullah Hassan, says that's enough. Superb strike on 13 minutes by Valeri Kazajishvili, put Ulsan one up. Finally, though, it was levelled up on 39 minutes. Han Kyu-wan rifling in from the edge of the box for Jeonbuk, who finally got themselves into the game. Only to be done on 46 minutes, time added on. Jeonbuk taking it into the break with a scoreline here of Jeonbuk 1, Ulsan 2. Well, welcome back to this quarter-final of the AFC Champions League. And is it finely balanced? Well, I think it's absolutely on a knife edge. The home side, Jeonbuk, well, they fought gamely in the first half after falling behind to what was a fine goal, in fairness, from Valeri Kaizashvili. And then they got themselves back into it. Lovely ball through the centre of the defence. Ball twists. Ki-hee have got themselves on the wrong side of their players. And Han Kyu-wan equalised on 39. But just as they started to grow into the game after being fairly nervous for the first 35 minutes, it was another goal that went the way of Ulsan. On 46 minutes, Jeonbuk this time profiting from a rather poor effort on goal by Woo Se-hun, after the ball was dragged back by Sul Jung-woo to make it 2-1. I wonder what the two coaches have been saying. It's always a great thought to see exactly what they're going to be saying in that. But I tell you what, Hong Jung-po would have been the happier with that late goal on in the first half to give his side the lead again. And Kim Sang-sik will want a little bit more from his home side of Jeonbuk. They go into the huddle. Doesn't look as though they are any changes for you. So I'll run through the two sides for you. I'll start with the home side. In goal, it's Song Tong-gun. Their fullback on the right side is Choi Chul-sun, and on the left side is Kim Chin-soo. The centre halves are Kim Min-yun and Hong Chung-ho. They then have a sort of diamond formation. Hek Sang-ho is flanked by Kim Bo-young and Lee Sun-ji. Han Kyu-wan and Kunimoto are either side of Gustavo at the top of the park. For the side there in your picture, in goal is Jo Yun-woo, and their full-backs on the left-hand side, Sul Jung-woo, and on the right, Kim Tae-wan. Their two centre-halves are Davy Bultwis and Kim Ki-hee. They have two holding midfielders in 1-2 Che and Park Jung-woo, and then they have, outside of those, two floating midfielders popping up all over the place. Yoon Il-luk, who's operated more down the right than the left, and Yin Pi-karan, who's just drifted into the pocket. The man that pulls the string is Valeri Kaizashvili, and at the top of the park is the giant Woo Se-hun, and we are off and running. "15 minutes to spread the magic dust inside the changing rooms." Good break here. Han Kyu-wan, who's been very industrious, got the goal. Fine strike from the edge of the box that levelled things up, but little moments of blind back heels won't drag him into favourite position with the fans inside the Jeonbuk World Cup Stadium. It took a long time to settle down, Jeonbuk, after that goal early on by Valeri Kaizashvili. It really was a well-struck goal. Ball set up lovely for him to smite it into the back of the net. Once they did get their foot and get that goal back, Jeonbuk started to look a different proposition. There is some seniority in the ranks of Ulsan. Kim Chin-soo, Kim Min-yun. Ball not good enough, far too easy. Look, it's not the most elegant way of trying to control a football, but he's put it out of play anyway, because it didn't really give him much hope on the touchline there. Gustavo. Look, score of the second goal. Tempo just a little bit slow to start with, not being inspired too much from the stands. Socially distanced crowd in today. Kunimoto tries to make some yards down the line. He's made a few yards. Kim Tae-wan blocks it. Kunimoto has had a knee injury in the past. 3 goals this season, 2 assists. It's a chilly night, just 9 degrees on the thermometer. Kim Ki-hee, oh, that is a finish. And don't you just love it when a commentator says he's had a quiet night? Kunimoto picks up a weak header out by the defence, chests it down and smashes it in. It's 2 apiece. Kunimoto telling the commentator to eat his words. He does so very, very well. The throw in. It's not the greatest header away by Kim Ki-hee, and Kunimoto just literally onto the chest. And a right-footed volley. It looked absolutely so easy. Kim Ki-hee's header never really getting it away, and Kunimoto could not believe his luck. It's 2 apiece. If anybody's got any family members out there on the field of play now and you want me to mention them having a bad game, that might be the time now, because it seems as though as soon as I do that, they go and get a goal. He's taken a long time to get into the game, in fairness, Kunimoto, but he's certainly announced his position in the game now. Young is the man that's upended in the middle of the park. It's such an easy goal, in fairness. Jeonbuk just stands there and looks at it. 3/4 of the goal is vacant. Not really expecting to see Kunimoto have that much time. And now, if it wasn't on a knife edge before, it is literally right on a razor blade of a nice edge. Gustavo breaks forward. Tries to get Han Kuan going, but it's just taken off the toes and runs away. Now it's all about resilience. Doesn't need you to be a rocket scientist to understand that when you get a goal, there's an instant lift for the side. The wind is in your sails. Ulsan have done that once, got themselves back into it after being pegged back. Can they rise to the occasion again? But you just fancy at the moment it's the lime green shirts of Jeonbuk that are just starting to buzz a little touch. Good work there by Jeonbuk. Well anticipated there by Ho. Got the free kick, and quite rightly so. I don't think he'd have got it for the man in front, but certainly the man Gustavo when he came in behind. Really didn't need any need to go into that challenge, and has given away the free kick there. Park Sung-woo, the man that's won it. Bultwas there with heavy strapping on the right knee. Not too easy there, in fairness, for Hong Ho to just get it away. Not sure if Bultwas had that strapping on his knee in the first half. Should have been a little bit more observant. Sense of a little hope on some of the passing so far from Ulsan in the second period. Chance here, Jeonbuk. Real chance for the first touch is a little heavy there from Woo Se-hun. Q1. Up there by Bultwas. If he has a knock on that right knee, he won't want to be herring all over the park in the centre half. Well, a dangerous thing. Jeonbuk is the man that's brought his man down now, Hong Chung-ho. But advantage is played. Gustavo. Real chance here now to build again. Kunimoto, scorer of the second goal. Kim Jin-soo. Gustavo the target. And Lian Pikiran and Co clear the ball forward. Yoon-il-look has done well. Can he get away from his man? Referee says play on. Woo Se-hun goes down. Finally, the free kick is given. And Hak Sung-ho is the man that had a nibble at first man, but made sure he got his man second time around. Jeonbuk will want to keep one person quiet, and he's had an instrumental part in both the goals that have been scored by Ulsan. And that is Valeri Kaizashvili. He is the man that seems to get into those awkward little number 10 spots. Difficult to pick up between the lines. Well, this is a free kick. It's totally different. Pikaran stands it up, looking for ball twist. Beaten in the air, comes out. Chance for Kaizashvili of all people. This time his right foot not as good as his left in the first half. Gustavo with a header down, and Valeri Kaizashvili, the man in your picture there, a little bit of a wild slice there with his right foot. He's a man that you just think is likely to set these two sides apart in the current game. I'm not saying there's not talent in abundance all over the park here, but I'm just saying in this particular, so far, 55-minute performance, he seems to have it within him to make something happen and be the difference. That's a nice touch as well. Kunimoto's onto it. Thank you, Wan. Almost lost momentum, gets it back. Great play. Han Kyu-wan stands up over the header. Gustavo, shot goes right across the face. A goal by Kim Bo-young. Just needed a little bit more slice on that, and that could have been the lead, but Jeonbuk. It's a very, very slight angle, but Han Kyu-wan has done really, really well. Got to the dead ball line. Just needed a bit of fade, and it didn't get the fade until it pitched on the turf and curled away. What a game we have here. Ulsan at the moment just seem to be drifting slowly out of the game. A game they dominated for large periods in the first half. You see one that's gone down. Do have Kim Jin-hun on the bench. They need to replace him. We look at who they've got on. Ulsan. Ball goes up towards the penalty area. Good header away. Chance on the end. Look. He snapped at it with his right foot. Didn't look too comfortable with that at all. Bench for Ulsan today. Jo Sul-hyuk is their goalkeeping cover. Kim Jin-hun, centre forward. Kim Min-jun, a little right wing up. They have Kim Song-chun as well, who's a central midfielder. Shin Hun-min is there as well, defensive midfielder. Lee Jung-jae, left back. Hong Chul, a left back as well. In Chung-eung is centre back. And of course their former captain, Lee Chung-young, is there as well, the little right wing up. I'll through the bench as well for you just a moment for Jeonbuk, but it's Jeonbuk that are currently just a little bit better on the football. There's a foul on the far side, but a chance here for Kim Bo-young to drive forward. Gustavo's got to get there, does well. So does Yoon-il-look. Gustavo again, can he find the finish? No, he's run into traffic. But again, he's up. A bit ragged, but it all adds to the lustre and the spectacle. It's exciting. Jeonbuk over the top. Sehun couldn't take the ball in his stride. On the bench for Jeonbuk, Ipomyong, Iyong, Chae-bu-young, Ilyachenko. The card being brandished there. Looks like David Bultwist has found himself a recipient. Koo Cha-young, Lee Chung-hoon, Nu Cha-mun, Nu Jung-tung, Lee Kyu-young. They are on the bench with Lee Young-yu and Sun Kyu-min as well. Gustavo being just ushered off it by Jung-woo. But it's Jeonbuk that are having a spell in the game that they didn't enjoy in the first real period of the match. Maybe a few minutes before they conceded their second goal. Gustavo gets the ball across. Kunimoto tells him where he wants it, but in fairness, the big Brazilian had done well to fashion something out of that. Everything quite heavy. Cho Young-woo smites it long. Gustavo on the chest. A loose touch. Looked at, also gives the ball away, and again, it's a little bit nervy. The prize is very, very big. Both these sides winners of the AFC Champions League, 2 times apiece as well. But one has to fall today. Kunimoto back now to Hong Chung-ho. Very loose. Bultwist clears. Now's a chance to go the other way. Impi Karan. Lovely ball. Jeonbuk had got him behind his man. Can he keep it in play? And it just shows too much though to Kim Chin-soo. And we're into the second corner of the match. Yeah, only 2 corners so far. They normally are a determiner of how defences are going to deal with it. And Impi Karan will be the man that comes across to take it. Delivery hasn't been special, but he'll be dragging this away from goal. Song Tung-gung, flicked header. Oh, it's nicely defended in the end. Wasn't the greatest delivery, but it was helped on into a dangerous position. We will have the next hurrah in what has been a very entertaining game. Kaizashvili, Impi Karan. Oh, is he caught late? He is. Kunimoto. Yeah, great endeavour and effort. Got to the ball finally through the outside of Impi Karan's boot. The man in your picture there, Mohamed Abdullah Hassan, assisted today by Mohamed Ahmed Al-Hamadi and Hassan Mohamed Al-Mahri. Fourth official is Ahmad Al-Bubakar. Kunimoto did indeed get himself a yellow card to go with his goal. Impi Karan gets himself up just to knock it in. Chance at the back of Kim Ki-hee, right across the face. Well, he fired that in, and he's had another go as well. Still hasn't gone out on the far side. Kaizashvili is keeping it in play. Well, he gave it everything he had in his locker both times. Gustavo with a header away. Ulsan starting to put the hosts on their back foot. Kaizashvili easily cleared this time by Hong Chung-ho. But again, trying to retain possession. Impi Karan wins it back with Kayserispor. Ball lifted in again. It's all a little bit hurried. Chechul soon gets it away. Kunimoto dragged back unceremoniously by Park Jong-woo. And again, Kunimoto brandishing the yellow card to the referee, saying that's a yellow card. I have to say, Kunimoto, you've got to leave the referee to do his job. It was a yellow card. I don't like seeing players waving it. I've seen a few of them today. To Chai there. A very poor ball. Ironically cheered by the fans from Jeonbuk. Who has the next punch in their locker from these two boxers, these two heavyweights here of the K-League. Jeonbuk or Ulsan. I thought it was going to be a cagey, tight affair, but with 4 goals, it's been a very open and entertaining game. Chai Chul-sun with a throw. Hasn't got a lot in front of him, just Gustavo. Who truly gets it down and gives it back to the thrower. And Q1 smashing something, but again, a real belief at the back post from Kunimoto coming in. Jo Young-woo knocks it long, high in the sky. That's easy though for Hong Chu-ho just to head it away. Nice skill in the middle of the park there by Kim Bo-young, but wasted. Now the first change, Ulsan. Bringing on Lee Tun-kyung and removing 1-2 Chai. Onto Chai, not really got into the game. Lee Tun-kyung, 4 goals and 2 assists from this attacking midfielder, so it is a very much a front foot change here by Hong Young-po. Pikaran, Kayserispor, Taiwan. Kayserispor trying to steal him behind. He does get there. Got some work to do though, and he's done it well so far. Well, I tell you what, he's buzzing around again. Terrific covering work there by Han Kyu-wan. Valeri Kayserispor is one of those players that you really don't want him to have the ball at his feet inside the 18-yard box. It can be very, very difficult whether to challenge, get that challenge wrong. You're in the wrong area of the pitch. Kunimoto is removed, and he is replaced by Sun Kyu-min. Sun Kyu-min joined from Pohang Steelers. Again, 8 goals this season, so goals here. Well, Kim Sang-sig has made his change. And the pendulum is static. Just a 1% movement either way could see this finely balanced tie decided. Free kick. Young puts it in. Gustavo the target, but in the end, it's easily dealt with there by Jo Young-woo. "13 clean sheets this year, ever present, the 30-year-old. Desire and will, the big way forward here. Lee Tung-kyung, first effort for him. Never really got hold of it. Look at the space. One thing on his mind. Just a little over 20 regulation minutes to go here. Jeonbuk 2, Ulsan 2. Tung-kyung there, operating just in behind. A diamond now for Ulsan. Yoon-il-look, well, he took every little help he did need there from Kim Jin-soo, just to help him towards the turf, just to inspect it. Very, very nervy times there for the big two in the K-League. Kim Ki-hee delivers. At the moment, you just fancy Jeonbuk a little bit more wherewithal about them. Far side now, Soo Young-woo loses that. That should be a corner off of Han Kyu-wan. It is. Pikaran will go on the far side. Quite disappointing though with the deliveries. Again, the first one is quite easily cleared at the near post. That's a second chance. Again, near post, easily headed away by Lee Seung-ji. He'll look now. Bit of space to drive forward. Thought about it, and maybe wishes he thought a little longer about it as well there with that shot. Little bobble there. Can't blame the pitch, but it won't want to see that one again, that's for sure. Yoon-il-look, scorer of the second goal for Ulsan just before the break in stoppage time. Lee Seung-gi near side. Kim Jin-soo upended. Yoon-il-look again involved in the action. Effort, endeavour, and a quick flick across the shins ends everything. And again, that waving of the card there by Kim Jin-soo. Not a fan of that at all. Leave Mohammed Abdullah Hassan to do his job, that's what I say. Danger though lurks here for Ulsan. Shin-soo battling there. Kaizashvili got it out. Shot goes in. Didn't look dangerous when it started, but it was dangerous enough for Lee-Seung-gi. Saying it's got a little bit of a deflection on it. We might see better from this angle. Yeah, it's Davy Bull-Twist that's got his toe on it. It's the first corner here for Jeonbuk. Comes in the 74th minute, which shows you, well, we've never seen Ulsan deal with a set piece into their penalty area. Certainly not a corner set piece. Song Kyung-min is there, and just having a chat with the referee there. Again, it's a poor corner. Lee-Seung-gi just gets himself into a nice bit of space, produces yet another corner. Look. Twice, though, I say that there's a little something on it, but there never was. Well, the 6 corners we've had in this game, well, 5 so far, haven't always been of the best quality, in the words of your commentator. Short one this time, different angle. Free header, caught safely there. Hong Chung-ho, the man with a header. And now the break's on. Lee Tung-kyung has given the ball away. Ulsan need to establish that little bit of belief they had in the first half here. Just 15 minutes to go. It's getting close to stick or twist time for the two coaches. So you change things up knowing that there's still time to be added on at the end of this game if it's a draw. Look, Yimpi Karan. Park Sung-ho there trying his best to get the referee's verdict changed, but it doesn't. Taiwan has only got options down the line, but not a great ones. Gets it to Look. Woo-Se-hun battling away, but again it's all a little bit congested and all a little bit scruffy. But scruffy means exciting, because it means that both sides going into this final 14 and a bit minutes of regulation time are in with a chance. Who can find maybe what could be a decisive blow? Woo-Se-hun gets it out. Tung-kyung loses out. Driving forward on the far side, Lee-Seung-gi. Work in the end there, going back towards his own goal. Tung-kyung. As a commentator, I'm wondering who looks to me, who I'd want to put my hard-earned 1 pence piece on this game if I was a betting man, of which I'm not. I don't know. I really don't know. That's for sure. Chance on the far side. Han Kyu-wan. Little give and go. Lee-Seung-gi. Oh, he fashioned it all himself, but he's put it over the top. Han Kyu-wan does really, really well. And it's lifted over the top actually by Kim Bu-young. Corner ball. Chin-Soo. And that'll be another corner. There's Billy, the man that got back to block the run again of Kim Bo-young. Kim Bo-young to deliver. Clearance there by Woo Se-hung. Kim Chin-Soo. Played by Kim Bo-young. Well, Kim Bo-young, the man in your picture there, will not want to turn around and look at the bench, because I don't think his coach in any way, shape or form, Kim Sung-sik, will be too happy with that effort from outside of the box. Many a coach will tell you if it goes in the top corner, they'll just say well done. But if it doesn't, which invariably it doesn't, they normally have a flea in your ear at some point for wasting possession. Ulsan find it very difficult to make things stick at the top of the park at the moment. Kim Min-jun is the man that was poleaxed, and it's Jeonbuk. And turning by the substitute there, Sung Kyung-min. They've allowed the ball to bounce inside their penalty area there, Ulsan, and they've almost paid the price. Kim Bo-young has done well, but even better has been done by the Ulsan rear guard, and they've got a chance to break out here. Kim Pi-kran to Lee Tun-kyung. Kim Pi-kran again, and a little bit of momentum lost here. Park Young-woo, Kim Pi-kran, Kazajvili, Lee Tun-kyung. Shot's going to be put in. Oh, it's not a bad effort either. What a shot that was from Park Young-woo. Well, he's given that a fair old bit of bully beef, and I tell you what, he's crashed it against the crossbar. Referee Mohammed Abdullah Hassan says no touch from the keeper. Well, I tell you what, that was swerving and dipping everywhere. In Pi-kran, it actually was in the end, not Park Young-woo. How close was that? "10-minute regulation football match now. You fancy the next one to catch their opponents with a blow. It could be a knockout blow. Valeri Kazajvili, Sul Young-woo into the ball. Sung Tung-gun happy to know that he has the woodwork. He's going nowhere. It's a rather cheap free kick and unnecessary to give away. Sul Young-woo was the man that got caught. My word, didn't Kim Pi-kran hit that? Still difficult even with the replays to see if Sung Tung-gun got a touch to it. And the delivery far too easy. Lee Sung-gi gets it away and gets it back again. And that's very well brought down by Sun Kyu-min. And on the far side now, Kim Bo-young, as he kept it in. He's got the ball in the box. But Ulsan get it away with Kim Pi-kran, who's been dropped a little bit deeper in midfield, and not just for the shot that he's just rifled in, but it just seems to be making a little bit more of a difference. Trying to be the quarterback, as I would say, from American football and pick out the passes. Both these sides will want this over inside 90 minutes, that's for sure. But if they happen to be the losing one inside 90 minutes, they'll want to push it on a bit further. Referee just making sure that the changes can be made there. Mohamed Abdullah Hassan, he's had a very good game. Jeonbuk. Needs an out ball. He's looking for the run here of the centre forward. Good defensive work there. I think that's a foul. Kim Sin-soo getting caught. Indeed, the referee did blow his whistle. Lee Seung-gi. Kim Min-jun. Kim Boo-young tries to lay it down the line. The space here. Yimpi Karan, as I say, just finding that quarterback wrong now inside the pocket to try and make something happen for Ulsan, who have led twice in this game and been pegged back by the home side. Jeonbuk and the ball there. Valeri Kaizashvili was the man that opened the scoring on 13. A fine strike, equalised by Han Kyu-won, and then just before the break, Jeonbuk got a close range goal to put Ulsan back in front. That has been pulled out by a goal just into the start of the second half when Kunimoto, who's later been substituted, got a nice chest down and volley in from 12 yards. Fine man, fine goal. Needs to get involved maybe a little bit more if you're an Ulsan fan. Yimpi Karan with his free kick. An aspect of every second now, becoming harder and harder for sides to try and recoil from. It should have go away for a corner. Here's a giant now, Woo Se-hwan. Karan will come across. Oh, he has taken them at all. But he could leave this one to Lee Tung-kyung. Pressure coming to bear. Also find the knockout blow in this heavyweight clash. Lee Tung-kyung flicked header at the near post, actually. Kim Ki-hee. It's always going to be tough to beat the goalkeeper there. Almost needs to be a deflection more than a header. But in the end, Tung-kyung gets the ball easy in his arms. We've got a couple of bodies on the pitch now. Recovery. Who is going to be able to recover first? Should there be a goal? David Bultes. It's rather gingerly from the floor. Who has it in their locker now to settle this game between the top two in the K-League in this Asian Champions League qualifier quarter-final. Taiwan. Cho Yeon-woo. Soo Young-woo comes to take it. Kaizashvili. Park Jung-woo. Lee Tung-kyung. Kaizashvili back to Lee Tung-kyung. Bultes. Shot a little too much there, didn't he? Jeonbuk. Choi Soon does well. Lee Seung-gi. Gustavo. Got a nice shot there by Kim Ki-hee. Well, we thought it was going to be an even contest between these two sides who have both been winners twice of the Champions League title. They sit 1 and 2 in the K-League, separated by a point. Kim Bo-young. Cha Chul-sun lifts it in. Easy catch there for Jo Yun-woo. Tries to get things moving a bit too quickly, but that's straight down the throat there of Hung Cho-ho. Pek Sung-ho goes. What can he do? He's being tracked all the time there by Woo Se-hun. The purpose now. Thank you, Hwan. Choi Chul-sun. Gustavo with the chest down. Wanted a little bit more. In fact, the chest wasn't bad, but it wasn't brilliant, and that allows Ulsan to get it away. These two sides have been going in it now for the best part of 90 minutes, and still they are inseparable. Lee Seung-gi. Kim Min-jun just lifts it forward, a little bit hopeful. Gustavo will try and make something of it, but Ki-hee gets it away. Well, he put his head in where nobody wanted to go there, Sul Young-woo. Lee Tung-kyung. Yoon Il-luk. And now it's going to be Kim Tae-hwan. Yoon Pi-kyeran wants to try and make something happen. Is he looking for the Hail Mary pass? Well, he would be at this time. We're almost out of 90 minutes and waiting for time to be added on. 3 additional minutes. And then you can go and make a cup of tea while we settle things down here. Back to goal. First chance for the big centre forward, who's maybe just a judge for the first time, with a subtle foul. Ulsan not happy with that call. And I have to say, I didn't see that because it was so slight. But even your commentator didn't see it. Not long. Twist gets it away. Chance here, Gustavo. Can he fashion something in time added on? Well, he stood the ball up, but it's easy this time for Jo Young-woo just to get there and catch it safely. Both sides want to win it now, but both sides don't want to lose it. Kim Tae-hwan gets it forward. Kick was given for a foul on Davy Bultwist, so Jo Young-woo comes out to take it. Just evades Lee Tung-kyung. Nice bit of footwork there by Sung Kyu-min. You can't fault the big number 19 there in your picture. Woo Se-hun put himself around, but it's not really happening for him again in front of the goal. Hasn't been a great deal of chances for him. Into the final minute or 3 to be added on. Gustavo. Sung Kyu-min. Looked at. Just giving possibly one chance left now to the home side. John took in the final few seconds. Kim Chin-soo. What has he dealt with? Yoon Il-luk just knocks it as far as the eye can see. And Kim Min-young will knock it back the other way. The referee's Getting into the realms of time to be added on to the time that's been added on. Mohamed Abdullah Hassan has a look at his watch and says that's it for the 90. It's finished 2 apiece here after 90 minutes. We had a great game. Goals from Valeri Kaisashvili on 13, equalised by Han Kyu-won, and then just before the break, Yoon Il-luk putting Ulsan back in front, and then straight after the break, Takehiro Kunimoto picks up a free header from Kim Ki-hee inside the box, chested it down and volleyed in from 12 yards. They couldn't be separated in the table, they couldn't be separated on the field of play in 90 minutes. Ulsan in the huddle as we go into extra time here in this Champions League quarter-final. Jeonbuk possibly had the lion's share of the second half. Two sides now inseparable in terms of just about everything they have. Both have 2 Champions League titles to their name. They sit first and second in the K-League top division. The first half very much Ulsan's. They went into the break with a lead of 2-1. The second half very much Jeonbuk, and they had the game pretty much their own way in the second 45. Who's going to take control of extra time? And that is a big question. Second half, in fairness for Ulsan, was just punctuated by one moment. A beautiful shot by Im Pikaran that crashed off the crossbar. Otherwise, it was pretty much one-way traffic. 2 captains have made their decisions. And our referees today, well, our referee is Mohamed Abdullah Hassan. He's assisted by Mohamed Ahmed Al-Hamadi and Hassan Mohamed Al-Mahri. And of course, the 4th official is Ahmed Abu Bakr. And monitor man is Amar Ali Al-Nabi. And there is going to be a couple of changes here at the start of extra time for the home side. On comes Lee Kyu-young. And now he is also going to see alongside him Nu Cha-mun coming on. Wait to see exactly who's gone off. But fresh legs being brought in here by Kim Sang-sik. No changes for Ulsan, not that we can see. Looks as though it was Q1 that's made way for one of the changes. Kyung swings the ball out near side. Kazashvili is sort of his importance in the game has lessened his impact in the game. Ulsan on the ball. Pikaran. Chance on the far side now. Kim Taiwan supported there by Lee Tung-kyung. Wolfus. Kazashvili, lovely bit of work on there. Sul Young-woo. Terrific defensive work coming across there by Hong Chung-ho. Lovely little bit of work there on this near side by Kazashvili. Just a little bit on there. Kim Bo-hyung span his man well, but just enough to see the pullback, and he's got to dance a bit of a fine line there. Young-woo. Took a yellow card in the second half. Who's going to have the strength of mind? Another change coming. Lee Chung-young coming on. And he is replacing Yoon Il-look. Goal scorer of the second goal there. Going off to be replaced by the captain for many parts of this season. 33-year-old. Coming back from an ankle injury. We'll have seen him in the Premier League and in English leagues. Bolton Palace and Bochum in Germany. Chance here inside. Kim Bo-hyung. The set's there. Shots in. It's far too easy. Placement from that distance always going to be hard. Kim Shin-soo it was that didn't put his laces through it. In the words of your commentator. Tung-kyung, and that's the first touch here for Lee Chung-young. Could get caught in possession here, and it has lost out in the end. Gustavo. Lee Chung-young, you have to be so careful when coming back into a football match. You can be fit or pronounced fit by your fitness men, but you have to be very careful with match fitness, which shows your sharpness. And just fancied there that Lee Chung-young was just found a little bit wanting. Speed of thought wasn't quite up to the pace of the game. Still, if I had a sweep to gamble on this game, where would I gamble it? Which side would I put it on? Well, I just don't know. I think the favourites are the home side at the moment. John took the way to end of the second half. But you cannot write out Ulsan. Lee Chung-young Good call late, has gone down in a heap there. Slowly picking himself to his feet. Holding his ankle as well, which doesn't bode too well. And if he was carrying an ankle injury, and if it was that ankle, well, it's just giving it a short, sharp tug of those ligaments. Ball could be on here for Ulsan. Son Tong-gun sit high in the sky. Well, he's got himself mobile there, Chung-young, but he's lost out. Min. Proximity around the corner, but it's going to roll away harmlessly. And here's goals for you. He's got goals written all over. Ilyachenko is coming on. And he is going to replace Kim Bo-young. Well, he forms a partnership at the top of the park again with Gustavo. Gustavo wins the header off the post, and Ilyachenko didn't know whether to touch it or watch it. He watched it and it came back off the post. What a chance. And that's those moments when you see centre forwards touching balls over the line that Jeonbuk needed. Now it's going to be Sul Young-woo, Lee Tung-kyung. Kim Tae-hwan headed away nicely there by Kim Min-yoon. What a moment that was. Cross in, Gustavo heads it down, agonisingly bounces. Ilyachenko just on, didn't know whether to touch it in or let it go in. He wasn't greedy, elected to, and in the end watched it come back up the post. There's the header there by Kim Min-jun. Corner. Curled in, decent height this time. Keeper's come a long way, got a decent paw on it. Ulsan been stung into a bit of a their torpor they've had for possibly the second half. Put a run over the top and through the centre. Should be picked up by Lee Tung-kyung. We'll say Hwan can't make anything of it. Sun Kyu-min. Also reads the danger. Wu. Everybody fearful now. If the nerves weren't there in the second 45 for both sides, they certainly are now. Good break from the middle of the park here by Yimpi Karan. Needs support. We'll get it on the far side from Kim Tae-hwan. Flip round the corner there by Kaizashvili, but well read. Kim Min-yoon just plays it forward. Ulsan just putting a bit of pressure on. Lee Tung-kyung Sliding challenge coming in from Kim Chin-soo. 5 minutes to go till half-time in the first period of extra time here. Ulsan almost stung into action by that ball that hit the post from the header of Gustavo moments ago. Ilyachenko. Penny for his thoughts right now. Karan. Bit of height, looking for bull twist. Kaidashvili back to Lee Tung-kyung. Lee Tung-kyung gets it back, fires a shot in. What a goal! Oh my word! What a strike by the substitute. Really, Lee Tung-kyung, his 5th goal of the season, has absolutely thrashed the ball into the back of the net. Didn't look to be any danger. Song Tung-gung beaten from distance, and Ulsan take the lead again. You will see this time and time again. Absolutely smashed it across the face of goal. Slice away from the keeper, Song Tung-gung. And I tell you what, keeper flat-footed, the swerve away into the side netting, and take a bow there, Lee Tung-kyung, because that is a goal that could well have settled this tie. But let's not count our chickens before they've hatched. Jeonbuk have come back twice. Can they make it 3 times? Well, they have to go back to the well that they've been to twice before. Sung-ho there, working hard, but Jeonbuk will now face a very resilient Ulsan side. Bit of space here for Nuchamun. In the end on this near side, it is Lee Kyu-young that's come away Ulsan buoyed by that 3rd goal. Is it the knockout blow? Well, there's a long way to go here. I know it sounds ridiculous to say so. We're in extra time. Gustavo had hit the post moments ago for Jeonbuk, and we see an absolute corker from Lee Tung-kyung. Ilyachenko, the man in your picture. Okay, we'll just be thinking about the one that agonisingly hit the post and he couldn't reach it. Special praise for the officials from me today. Mohammed Abdullah Hassan, the man in your picture. I think he had a good game today. Noticeably, because I've not had to mention him. Jeonbuk, have they got the belief in their bones? That is the question now. Kim Chung-soo. It makes me smile, that man there. Lee Tung-kyung telling people to calm down. If he hadn't had a fair old slap shot from it from the edge of the box, his game hadn't been the best, but he'll live on that moment for quite some time. Well, where is the resolve now? Good work by Kaidashvili. Karan, far side to Kim Tae-won. There's a goal scorer of that amazing strike. Tung-kyung. Ulsan. Kaizashvili there trying to pick a little ball over the top. Well run this time by Song Tung-gun. Into the moments at the end of the first period of extra time. And if the pattern of play is to be believed, second 15 should be all Jeonbuk. Because the first half was Ulsan chance here, Ilyachenko. Great defensive work going across there. He was smothered out of the game. Really good work. Captain Lee Chung-young getting across. Kim Tae-won there as well. Good work. Ilyachenko looked as though he was going to get his chance. Tae-won, the little right back, got a bit on it. Corner at the end of the first period of extra time. Baek Sung-ho. Nicely taken by Jo Young-woo. David Vultez is there inside the penalty area. That's the end of the first period of extra time. And what a strike it was on the 101st minute of this game by Lee Tung-kyung. Sorry, really was a fine strike. Well, there's about a minute, maybe, for the coaches to try and get some fluids into their players and get some words of wisdom into their players. This is the moment on your screen now. Ilyachenko. Gustavo's header. It's almost agonizingly bouncing towards the post. Ilyachenko doesn't know whether to touch it and elects to go at it far too late. And here's the goal that separates the two sides, the fifth and final one. Kaizashvili out to Lee Tung-chung. Back it comes to Lee Tung-chung. And he slices it beautifully with his left foot. And what a goal for Ulsan. That gives them the lead of 3-2. See that slice? Means it's always going away from Song Tung-gun. And it's time to use that cliche, which I've used already before, for Jeonbuk to go back to the well and see if they can find another equaliser. They need to give themselves a chance of maybe getting to the lottery of the penalties. "15 minutes of what has been a classic match between these top two in the K-League in the quarterfinals of the AFC Champions League. We've seen some smart strikes as well in this game. Kaizashvili's goal, beautiful. On 13 minutes, Han Kyu-won's leveller from the edge of the box along the ground into the bottom corner for one apiece. Yoon Il-luk's slightly untidy finish just before the break, and then Kunimoto's chest and volley just at the start of the second half to level things up. But Lee Tung-kyung's goal, possibly the pick of the bunch. Baek Sung-ho. Can Jeonbuk get themselves back into this game? They have 15 minutes. The 15 minutes isn't 45, that's for sure. So there'll be a degree of pressure heaped upon themselves. Good work. There's a break on. Chance here. Woo Se-hoon delays it somewhat. Lee Chung-young. Kim Tae-won, Lee Chung-young. Kim Tae-won on the break. Can he seal it? Get across into the box. Kim Tae-won back at Lee Chung-young. Little layup, brief chance. How many passes do they want? I'll tell you, one too many at the moment. Yin-pi Kuran. And finally the shot flashes in from Sul Young-woo. Ulsan saw, with their fans behind the goal away to our right-hand side, a chance to maybe put this tie to bed. Kimki eye in the sky. Safe one. Kaizashvili, Yimpi Karan, overlap on the far side, Sul Young-woo, who had that shot just moments ago. Ulsan just took again like they did in the first half. In command of the game. The coach, Jeonbuk, will be hoping that they can manage it from here. Vladdy Kaizashvili just making himself a little bit of a back there. And there's some more changes coming the way of Ulsan. Yimpi Karan is coming up to be replaced by Shin Hun Min. And then coming on is In Chung-ung, and he was replacing Kaizashvili. Is this to fill up the gaps? That's the question. Centre back In Chung-ung coming on, replacing an attacking midfielder in Kaizashvili. And a defensive midfielder coming on for the more attack-minded Yimpi Karan. Chung-young, it's a deflection, but it's going to be all hands to the deck. Your fancy for Ulsan. What they don't want to do is concede ground, though. If you're an Ulsan fan, I'll tell you, defence is best part of attack here. More changes coming. Down below us, Lee Young-yu is about to come on. Flicked on by Gustavo. Full twist gets it away. It's going to be going forward. Bull twist gets a toe in there. Gustavo full of running still. Sul Young-woo takes him out on the far side, gets his body across the ball well. But it's a ball to nothing. No accuracy. Back it comes the other way. Chae-sul Jun. Try and stretch the pitch now. Will Jeonbuk. Sung-ho. You can also get too many players in too many areas, overpopulate the areas you want to go to. Chung-ho wants to stand it up, but again, Ulsan will be happy with the ball in front of them. Kim Chin-soo. Kyu-young. Try and tease Ulsan out now. Got a shirt tugged there. Scuff shot ultimately going in there by Sung Kyu-min. Well, Lee-young is coming on. Here going off as well. It's taken something special to keep these two sides apart. Well, that's very interesting. Didn't seem to be a great deal in that, but stretches on. There's travelling Ulsan fans. Wu carried off the field of play after being substituted. No, it wouldn't be the Dark Arts, would it? Anyway, the ball goes long. Kim Shin-soo. In the corner it goes by EQ Young. Ilyachenko almost gets away with that. EQ Young. Little give and go on the edge of the box. Just losing a little control. Full twist gets the ball away. Ulsan, anywhere will do time. Wu Sai-hwan does well to hold it up. He's got to hold it up for quite some time, but he's done well too. Finally hits the deck. The referee hasn't been his best friend, it appears, today, but still though, Ulsan, have they found the knockout blow in this game? Here in extra time with that goal from Ethan Shun. Jeonbuk now trying to fashion something. Good footwork here. And he slashes horribly it again. Lee Young-yu twisting and turning. Here comes Kim Song-chung. And he's on for Park Si-yu. The seconds going away. Not the greatest kick out, just to increase a bit of pressure for Ulsan fans. Jeonbuk will be hoping for every little thing that they can get at the moment. EQ Young to Lee Young-yu. Lee Young now. Jeonbuk desperate to find something in this game now. Sung Kyu-min. They get all their spring pullers on it. Nu Chaman out on this near side to Kim Min-yun. So tough at the moment. Kim Shin-soo. Chance here for EQ Young. He's got three around him. He's got to find something. Decent ball in. Gustavo with a chest back. Ilyachenko flashes wildly at it. Another chance. Again, just one touch too many. Ulsan clear their lines. Good work this time up front by Wu Sai-hwan. Can't need those seconds up into the final 4 and a bit minutes. The big number 19 hits the deck. He's out of sight. He'll have to get up because the referee won't be doing anything, and certainly Jeonbuk won't be doing anything either. Round the corner. Gustavo to target. Big header away by Kim Ki-hee. And the shot just goes away there. Sliced across it. And this time Sung Tung-gung sees his opposite number, Jo Yun-woo, just scurry across the face of his goal. Feast of goals, 5 goals in it. We thought it might have been tighter than this. The boos go up from the home fans. Jeonbuk fans will not be happy. Wu Se-hun went down holding. Glum faces at one end. The Ulsan fans glad to see their giant number 19 get up. Still the time ticks away. Still it's finely balanced. Ulsan now committing for their fans a cardinal sin, plugging holes, dropping back, sitting deep. Jeonbuk need to get that ball forward with a bit of accuracy and a bit of pace. Can they find an equaliser to send it to the lottery of the penalties? Ilyachenko with a header. Hong Chung-ho. Inside this time to Lee Jung-yu. But a loose ball allows Ulsan with Lee Chung-young to feed the ball forward. Jeonbuk gets it. Back inside it goes to Lee Jung-yu. Trying to make things happen, but he's very deep here. Time is not the friend of Jeonbuk fans now. And Ulsan will also be thinking every second feels like an hour. Stood up towards the edge of the box. Gustavo beaten in the air by Kim Ki-hee. Lee Chung-young just draws the challenge. Bit of an old head there. Lee Chung-young. Just feel the resignation now. 2 minutes of regulation extra time to go. It is Jeonbuk 2, Ulsan 3 in this Champions League quarter-final tie in the second period of extra time. Kim Ki-hee with the header. Sul Young-woo will take time to try and pick a pass and need a few more seconds up. Ball in the channel here. Will the flag go up? No. The man that scored that wonder strike there, Lee Tung-kyung, is over there, but he's lost out. Chances now. Kim Chin-soo. Nice reverse ball, Ilyachenko. Lee Jung-yu. Lee Jung to deliver the cross. Oh, that's awful. It's not a great cross at all there. Lee Jung, the former Ulsan player of all things. Time is just edging away now for Jeonbuk. Hung Young-po there. Knows he's close to pulling off an amazing victory here in the biggest Asian club competition. Ilyachenko with a header. Kim Ki-hee battling away. Ilyachenko gets it forward. Ball just wouldn't sit down inside the penalty area there for Lee Kyu-young. Well, that is the end of the 120 minutes. There's 3 additional minutes. Hope springs eternal here for the Jeonbuk fans. Ulsan, 180 seconds of more torture for them as they lead by 3 goals to 2. Kim Chin-soo with a long throw. Easily dealt with. Lee Chung-young gets the ball forward and it has to be knocked all the way back the long way home to Sung Tung-gun. No need for tiki-taka football now. You're traded by 3 goals to 2. You get it forward as the first opportunity you can. Kim Chin-soo. Great work by Woo Se-hun, who's going to work hard again. Kim Chin-soo inside. Real chance here now for Kim Min-jun. Back to Kim Min-soo. His ball forward is poor. A few more seconds now. Real chance here if the ball's played right. And down he goes again. Woo San-hun. I think he just saved himself a real terrible slacking from the manager for that poor ball. That could have been a chance to seal the deal there. Bitterly in time added on. Cross goes in. Headed away again. Standing tall, Kim Ki-hee. Woo-Se-Hun battling again. Oh, he's done well there to get a little header. Down on the floor he goes. He gets it back when he doesn't want it. Lee Chung-young. Poor touch there. Ilyachenko not happy with his man handling. Delaying tactics in front of the ball by Shin Hun-min. Told in no uncertain terms by Mohammed Abdullah Hassan to disappear over there. He's going to get himself a card for that as well. Well, as much as he struck one in the top corner, Lee Tung-kyung, that clearance will be cheered on by his fans away to our right-hand side from Ulsan. It is now get it forward, hit and hope time for Jeonbuk. Ball tossed down, Gustavo, can he finish? Oh, and he's just put it wide in the dying embers of this game. That was the chance that you want to drop out of the sky, and Gustavo, we'd done everything right until the final right-footed shot just went wide of Cho Young-woo's post. That moment, for about 2 metres off his boot, you're thinking this is the equaliser. And a final whistle blows here, and the top two in the K-League in the quarter-finals of the Champions League are separated in a 5-goal thriller by an absolute slap shot from Lee Tung-kyung. Goals on 30 minutes, a lovely strike by Kaisaishvili, put 1-0 up Ulsan. That was struck back by Han Kyu-won's finish from 18 yards for one apiece. Just before the break, Yoon Il-luk made it 2-1 to Ulsan. Straight after the break, Takahiro Kunimoto chested down and volleyed in for two apiece. But then, in extra time, an absolutely glorious strike from Lee Tung-kyung has sealed it for the visitors. It's finished here at the Jeonbuk World Cup Stadium in Jeonbuk. Jeonbuk 2, Ulsan 3. I've been your host, Andrew Self. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage.